Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. In this video, we're going to be going over the Polkadot Parachain auctions. We'll be discussing what exactly the Parachains are, so you have a full grasp and comprehension on what this event means for cryptocurrency as a whole, because interoperability is the future of crypto, and the Polkadot Parachain auctions now going live is a huge event to really move this industry forward. And then we'll be discussing my top 3 projects that I am looking to invest my DOT coins for these Parachain auctions, because not every single project that is going for a Parachain slot will get one. So it's important to pick the strong ones in order to see the biggest return on your investment. So if that does interest you, then be sure to stick with me until the very end of this video. And if you're new to Crypto Empire, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And let the gains be with you. So before we really get into this video, I do have to mention that I am not a financial advisor. I don't hold any financial licenses. So this is for educational purposes only. If you buy or sell any cryptocurrency asset, you need to understand that it is very high risk, and you take full responsibility if you buy or sell any cryptocurrency asset. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the Polkadot Parachain auctions that are right around the corner. Now, before I explain what Polkadot is and what the Parachains are, I do want to say if you're eager to find out what the release date is for the Parachain auctions, nobody has the exact release date yet because it has not been announced. Dr. Gavin Wood basically explained it as the governance council needs to vote on approving the Parachains. Once the governance council does actually vote, then we will have an exact concrete date on the first Parachain auction going live. So don't get too giddy or excited. We don't have the exact date yet. However, I will be explaining to you how to prepare for the inevitable, because we are expecting the rollout of the first Parachain auction to happen very, very soon. All right, now, if you don't know what Polkadot is yet, I'll briefly explain it. Polkadot is a scalable, interoperable, this is very important right here, interoperable, and secure network protocol for the next web. So one of the founders of Polkadot is Dr. Gavin Wood, and Dr. Gavin Wood also happened to be a co-founder of Ethereum. He is the man who wrote the code for the Ethereum virtual machine, and he realized that Ethereum was going to have a hard time scaling, so he moved on from Ethereum and he went to create Polkadot and Kusama. So Polkadot was built to scale, and it was built for interoperability. Right now, if you launch a decentralized application on Ethereum, it is set to the Ethereum blockchain, and it takes a lot of work, a lot of coding to bring a decentralized application to another blockchain. It is not cross-chain interoperable. Polkadot will solve that. So this graphic right here is actually very useful for explaining how Polkadot does work. So Polkadot is a layer 0 relay chain. No decentralized applications, otherwise known as dApps, can be built on this layer 0 relay chain. But it is extremely secure, it is extremely fast, and this relay chain allows for interoperability with Parachains. So think of this gray circle right here as the Polkadot relay chain, and then think of all these other little boxes connected to the gray circle as the Parachains. Parachains basically stand for parallel blockchains, parallel chains. So how it actually does work is a parachain connects to the layer 0 Polkadot relay chain, and the parachain acts as its own blockchain, its own layer 1 sovereign blockchain, and it uses the Polkadot relay chain for security and for performance. So a parachain basically connects to the layer 0 relay chain, and the Parachain is a layer 1 blockchain, and decentralized applications and a bunch of other amazing things can be built on these layer 1 parachains, and that allows for interoperability because these layer 1 parachains that are built on the layer 0 relay chain are basically interoperable. They can interact with other blockchains seamlessly, and this is the huge deal because going forward, the future of cryptocurrency is interoperability. I see a bunch of different blockchains all working together. I don't see one main contender dominating the market. I see a bunch of them performing very well. So now that you have a better understanding about how the Polkadot Parachains actually work, let's go over the auctions in more detail and about how they're actually going to be rolled out for you to participate. So the Parachains are the last piece of the core functionality to be delivered as outlined in the Polkadot white paper, and this will allow Polkadot to realize its scalable multi-chain architecture. So after a period of testing, optimization, and auditing, Parachains will be ready for launch on Polkadot. And this launch, again, is expected to be very, very soon. And it can be enabled via on-chain governance, which we already did discuss. The Governance Council does have to approve it for the Parachains to go live. So first it will go live on the Rococo testnet, and then of course the Kusama Parachain auctions have already started. We've talked about them here on the channel before. We participated in the Karura Parachain auction, which did take place on Kusama, and Karura did win a Parachain slot. So we sent in our Kusama, and then we got Karura tokens back. So if you want to watch that video, I'll put a card up here. Nonetheless, let's keep it moving. So Polkadot rollout and slot auctions. So Polkadot governance will first vote to enable Parachain functionality via runtime upgrade. After that, it can vote to begin slot auctions and to add any common good parachains. So a common good parachain doesn't actually have to compete in the auction. They will automatically be given a Parachain slot, and this is because they benefit the entire Polkadot ecosystem. So again, a common good parachain benefits the entire ecosystem. They don't have to compete for a auction slot. And then as far as the slot auctions, Parachain slot leases will be allocated via non-permissioned candle auctions. So what a candle auction is, basically they first came about back in the olden days in shipyards. When they would auction off a ship, they would light a candle, and when the candle finished burning, the person with the highest bid on that particular ship would win that auction. So basically nobody knew when the candle was going to stop burning, but when it stopped burning, the auction was over. So for these Parachain slot auctions, we don't know exactly when it is going to end. However, when it does end, the project with the most DOT contributed to it will be announced the winner and secure that Parachain slot. So that's how the candle auctions work. So after the first auction on Polkadot, there will be a new auction taking place roughly every 2 weeks. After each auction, the winning Parachain will be deployed to the network at the beginning of its lease period. Auctions will continue from here on a rolling basis as more slots become available and previous leases do expire. So again, you're going to lend in your Polkadot coins. You will receive these Polkadot coins back in your wallet that you do send them in from after the Parachain lease does expire. So this is like a double whammy. You're using your Polkadot asset to acquire more assets in the form of this new project launching to secure a Parachain slot if they do end up winning, and then you get your DOT coins back. So the only risk here is really the opportunity cost if you're looking for capital gains on your Polkadot to sell it at a higher price. When you lend in your Polkadot to the auctions, it becomes illiquid. You will not be able to sell it until the Parachain lease does expire. So that's very important to understand exactly how that does work. Nonetheless, let's move on and talk about some frequently asked questions. So, what are Parachains? We already discussed what these Parachains are, but I'll repeat this so you have a further comprehension on this subject matter. Parachains are the diverse individual layer 1 blockchains that run in parallel on Polkadot, connected to the Polkadot relay chain and secured by the relay chain's validator set. The key to Polkadot's scalable multi-chain architecture, Parachains share in and benefit from the security, scalability, interoperability, and governance of Polkadot. So that's very big: security, scalability, interoperability, and governance. That is the power of the Polkadot relay chain. Polkadot's cross-chain composability allows any type of data or asset to be sent between parachains, opening up a host of new use cases and applications. Parachains can also connect to external networks such as Bitcoin and Ethereum using cross-chain, cross-network bridges. Parachains can have a wide variety of designs and can be optimized for specific use cases. Parachains do connect to the relay chain by, like we already discussed, leasing a slot by winning an auction. And then there are the common good parachains, which automatically get a slot. So how many parachain slots will be available? To start off, 100. They do plan on adding more in the future. However, it's going to take some time for their mainnet to fully support 100 parachain auction slots, because like we said, this is monumental right here. This is the first time anything like this has ever been done before. We're going to look back at this event in years' time and realize how monumental it actually was. We're living through history right now with these parachains going live on Polkadot, and this is an amazing opportunity for us to make gains by securing the tokens of these new projects launching that will secure a Parachain slot. So 100 Parachain slots to start off. And then what happens after the slot lease is expired? So individual Parachain slots can only be leased for a period of up to 2 years in 6-month increments. And at the conclusion of the lease, the slot will go back up for another auction, and the team will need to bid for another slot in another auction. And then also, what is a Parachain slot crowd loan and how can you participate? Very important. Parachain teams may or may not choose to use Polkadot's crowd loan mechanism to help back their Parachain slot lease bid. To participate in a crowd loan, users agree to lock up a portion of Polkadot, in this case, for the duration of the Parachain slot lease period, after which they are unlocked. You'll get them back in your wallet. You can do whatever you want with your dot coins after they are unlocked, after the Parachain lease does expire. The details of individual crowd loan campaigns and the process for joining them will be determined and communicated by the respective Parachain teams. So now let's talk about these respective Parachain teams and what projects I'm looking at and how can you actually participate. Now, before we talk about the teams, you should definitely have the Polkadot.js wallet extension. This is basically the MetaMask for Polkadot. I will leave this link down in the description below. It's just like every other wallet. You set a password, you get your seed phrase, you keep that safe, etc., etc. I'll leave this link down in the description below, but this is where I have my dot ready to use for the auction, all set and ready to go. Now let's talk about the first project that I am looking at, and that is Akala. So Akala is the sister network of Karora. Karora already secured their Parachain slot on Kusama. Akala is expected, they have a huge community, they're expected to secure a Parachain slot as well. So again, we want to pick the projects that have a very high probability of winning an auction slot, because we don't just want to loan out our dot into a project that doesn't win, because then we don't get any tokens back. We just get our Polkadot back, and we miss that opportunity of getting tokens for pretty much free, right? For just lending our dot out. So we want to pick the winners. We want to profit from this. We want to add more assets to our portfolio while simultaneously keeping our Polkadot in our custody. So that's why we're picking these winners. Akala, the first one, you can sign up and receive 10% in bonus crypto rewards. So I'll leave this link down in the description below. Nonetheless, so Akala is a global crypto finance hub. It will be like the App Store for finance. Akala is a multi-chain DeFi hub, a new DeFi network for people and businesses around the world to build and participate in the new crypto finance system. It's a place to grow your crypto, put your crypto to work with Akala's own DeFi apps, trade, lend, borrow, and earn high-interest APY with your Bitcoin, Ethereum, DOT, and more. So DeFi, it will be the DeFi hub of Polkadot, backed by some very big venture capitalists such as Coinbase Ventures, Arrington XRP Capital, CoinFund Pantera, Parachain Capital, and Digital Currency Group. So this is the first pick that here at Crypto Empire we do expect to secure a Parachain auction slot. After that, we do have Moonbeam. So Moonbeam is related to Moon River, of course, which did go live on Kusama already as well. And this allows for Ethereum-compatible smart contracts to run seamlessly on Kusama or Polkadot, right, with Moon River and Moonbeam. So the Moonbeam token will be called Glimmer. So Glimmer is the utility token of the Moonbeam network. Moonbeam's primary deployment on the Polkadot network that serves as a developer-friendly parachain. Moonbeam will launch after Moon River. It's Canary Net. Moon River is already live, has a lot of attention. The price performance of the MOVR token has done very well. So we are also expecting very big things out of Moonbeam and the Glimmer token. So it will have utilities such as paying for gas, governance, on-chain governance mechanisms, power the mechanics needed to create decentralized node infrastructure, etc., etc. The Glimmer token will have value. I do expect this project to secure a Parachain slot. So this is the second pick that I will be contributing some Polkadot to. Then after that, we got Astar Network, formerly known as Plasm Network. So Astar is the Polkadot native dApp hub supporting Ethereum, WebAssembly, dApp staking, and Layer 2 solutions. Speaking about decentralized applications, dApps, PolkaX did just have its token generation event and IDO today. And this is basically the first dApp to go live on the Astar and Shiden network. Shiden is on Kusama, Astar will be on Polkadot. Nonetheless, PolkaX is live. This will be the main decentralized exchange and launchpad for new Astar projects. So very exciting time right now. And Astar is building the premier multi-chain smart contract hub supporting DeFi, NFTs, and decentralized autonomous organizations. That's what a DAO stands for, if you didn't already know. And it will be the heart of the multi-chain future. Astar is a gateway to the multi-chain future. We connect multiple layer 1 blockchains to Polkadot through the Astar network. Here you can see Cosmos, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Avalanche. You name the blockchain, we'll be able to connect to Polkadot through Astar. So very exciting. I expect this one to be huge, and I will definitely be contributing some Polkadot to this auction. So those are the 3 projects that I do expect have a very high degree of probability to secure a Polkadot Parachain slot. The current Polkadot price is $28.43. This isn't a technical analysis or price prediction video by any means. However, looking at the price chart, there is a demand zone down here starting from $25. We do have support at $26. So if we see another dip down past $25, looking at where we've been in the past, an all-time high of $49, so that's about 50% away from its all-time high. So you're definitely not buying the top if you do get it down here at $25. But this is not financial advice. I would say the best approach to take would be to dollar cost average into Polkadot before these auctions do start. So you get the average price leading up to the auction if you don't already have your dot locked in, and then you'll be ready to go. So again, there's a demand zone down here from $25 down to about $21.50, and this is the first level of demand closest to price that I have my eyes on as a buy zone. Again, not financial advice. So the Polkadot Parachain auctions are expected to roll out very soon. We are anticipating the release date any day now. We are just waiting for the Governance Council to enable the Parachain functionality on the Polkadot Relay chain. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you let me know by leaving a like down below and also commenting if you have any questions or you just want to say anything. Leave a comment down below. And if you're new to Crypto Empire and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.